morning, Asker. This is Asker Jeukendrup. He's one of the world's most renowned scientists in nutrition. And we're sitting in Lisbon. Yesterday, Haile Gebrselassie had tried a new world record, missed it for a few seconds. And now we ask Asker, what's the future about nutrition? How can you evolve sports performance in the future?
Yeah, I think nutrition is a field that's going to develop more and more, and the biggest differences, especially in the top, are going to be smaller and smaller. So it's all down to getting everything perfect. But I think the real future in sports nutrition is how we can improve the effects of a training session. I mean, everyone trains hard.
So the recovery is the point.
It's really in the recovery, yeah. So everyone trains hard, but how can you, for the same amount of training, how can you improve more? And I think that's where nutrition really plays a role. And after every exercise run, after every training session, you get fatigued, you recover, and if you recover a little bit more every time, over weeks or months or years, you'll be better than your competitors. That's really how do you do that? What do you have to eat, and when do you have to eat it? Are the special ingredients, and that's really something that we will explore, and that's where the future of sports nutrition will go.
Haile Gebrselassie told me yesterday that he could easily imagine that in a few years, maybe 10, maybe 15 years, that there is a guy doing the marathon in 2 hours, which seems impossible from now, and he says it's all about nutrition. Do you agree that that could be possible in a few years?
Well, if he says it, I'm not going to argue with it, but yes, I think there are so many advances still in the science and the support of athletes, and nutrition is a very important part of that. Whether that will really take people down to sub 2 hours, I don't know, but it definitely plays a very important role.
But there is still a lot of potential in all of sports performance through nutrition.
Yes, I think so, and especially if we can actually improve the training adaptations with nutrition, then of course over a longer period of time that will really help.
Asker, there is a quantum leap in sports nutrition with the new Power Bar product called C2 Max, and you are mainly responsible for the science behind the product. Can you tell us in a few words about this C2 Max?
Yes, we like quite a few years ago, probably 10 years ago, the advice was to take 60 grams of carbohydrate per hour, simply because your body cannot use more carbohydrate. And we then started to look at why is it that your body can only use 60 grams per hour, because most people would need a lot more, especially in longer distance triathlons. And we found that absorption is the big problem. And then we started to investigate how we could improve the absorption and get more carbohydrate into the body. And we came up with this mixture of carbohydrates that actually seems to improve it. So we can deliver now carbohydrates more than 50% more than a traditional.
So the mixture
drink.
you're talking about is the mixture of glucose and fructose, right?
Yes, it's a mixture of glucose and fructose. It's because glucose and fructose are transported differently in the intestine. But yeah, so there's various combinations of carbohydrate that can really be very effective in delivering energy. So we've investigated this over the last few years, and it's good to see that now that's making its way into actual products that athletes can use.
Asker, thank you very much. Maybe you want to greet our readers?
Yeah, well, I'd say hi everyone, and keep reading Triathlon.
Thank you very much, Asker.
Thank you.